Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another exciting game of One Piece. We chose to go second. I like having this as a forward on plate. We're missing the girl though, so we're gonna try again. We got the girl and the Marco. Our greed has paid off, and we got a pudding. Ooh, this is gonna be good. This is an okay burn. This is a better burn. Get rid of that. We're gonna end our... Oh, no, we're not. Give our rest on here. Then we'll end our turn. This is not super good into Vivi, because all of their blockers are 5 costs. And we're gonna have to kill that. Deals and draws the Nami. That tells me they're planning on the Vivi next turn. Alrighty. What do we want to do here? Just the Marco, probably. Can't let you keep getting cards. Just no shot. Up. Yep. Deal with the 7. This is gonna... I get it. If I ever block with this, it's going to super die. You have made your point. I could give him this, but I don't have a good 1k to give him. I could trash this for my leader ability, but I think it's fine. No, we cannot use our trigger ability. You gotta be careful with these, because they will let you play them into the trash, but they won't let you play them out. So don't use the triggers on accident. Okay. I like having cards. They got a blocker on field, so it's always just getting 1 card out of their hand. We have to burn through all of these. We're never going to get to actually hit them. Cool. I'm okay with losing this blocker, especially because we got rid of one of their blockers. Their blockers are annoying. And they... Alright, they still have 5 Dawn left. They might find the other Vivi and do it again, which would be annoying for us. Nope, they did not. Okay, now we're okay because they cannot find... They just find a 2k. Ooh, there is not a good hand. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to have to spend my entire turn clearing. That's crazy. You've seen all 4. That's wild. I gotta give you a 2 and a 1 for this. 2, and what do I want to give you? Probably just the other... Yeah. Not even another 2k. What's next turn? Maybe at 8? Yeah, we'll give you the other one. Because 8 and 10. Okay, well, we gotta clear some stuff. Kikanojo's gone. It's just a brick. You know? Nah, it doesn't even cost Dawn for them to do this effect. So we can't let them do that. The Silver's Rayleigh and Pop. It lets us play a card out from our hand with 6k or less. Be really funny to putting them. But their hand sucks, so I don't really want to do that. We'll go... Yeah, we'll pop that out. This is going to be our next turn. Those aren't particularly good cards. We're going to play some at the bottom. Put the brick at the top. Not often you see me do that. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do here, guy? I'm going to lose this either way. Nothing I can do about that. Do I want to go trash one of these and do another one of these to keep alive? Not really. That's pretty funny. We'll save that for later. They don't even have any blockers right now. Red Rock's pretty good. You've got no blockers, so I've got 2 8s. I love getting free cards. Give me 2 cards. My whole board is blockers right now, which is a weird place to be for this deck. Yep, they're gonna pop it. They don't get to rush this. You still don't have any blockers, which means if I keep this, I just kind of win. There you go. You've got 5 cards in hand. What do I want to do about that? I'm going to have 3 attacks next turn, probably, because I'm going to want to bounce this into its hand. Probably just play the blocker again. I don't think I can kill him this turn. So if I go 7, 9, and then I can go 2 9s at him. That's pretty good. More cards. This shouldn't be game, but it should clear out your hand nicely. Look at that. Okay, we just gotta live through the turn. Which, it could get kind of dicey, but I mean, we got cards. Trash this for leader ability, so there's 2. You're gonna try and kill my Marco? I'm going to kill you next turn if you do. There's the blockers. Only 1 blocker. Okay, you die. So sorry. So sorry, friend. You just die now. Thank you for more cards in hand. Do I even have to get out of... I gotta get out of one of these. Sure. 7. No blocker. Trash that. Trash that. You shouldn't let me get up to like 12 cards. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter anymore, guy. You've lost the game. Huh? Yeah, I was gonna go 7 and 15. Sorry. You just died. They had a fair amount of counter, though. 4, 5, 6, 7 would have got 2 and a 1, and then, you know, the other 7 on here, so another 12. That's a little over. The bouncing really, really hurts Nefertari Vivi. They do not do well putting these in their hand and missing curve. As soon as they start missing curve, that's crazy. The turn where they played all 3 of these was nuts. They did buy him a full turn of just no pressure because I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't let him keep all that. That was too much. Didn't even burn him. Surprisingly, we killed Nefertari Vivi by attacking. Normally you have to burn them all out, clear the blockers with stuff like double Nojiko or what have you. But they just never saw their blockers till the end game there, and so we just bounced them back as fast as we could. Alright guys, I think that's all I got for you though. So as always, good games and good luck. Catch you in the next one. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another wonderful game of One Piece. Opponent just goes second, put this on the odd dawn. This isn't good. Just 2 of these, 1 of these. Yeah, fine, I guess we'll keep it. It's a very middling hand, but it's kind of going to work, I think, just because we have the Nojiko, and we have an odd dawn play in Nami. And if they get a Cavendish down on their 4-dawn, I do just kind of want to make sure they can't keep it. No, we just play the Duro. Right. What would we like to trash? Problem is all their blockers are 5 costs, so I don't think Flame Split's going to do us a whole lot of good. Yeah, 5-dawn's going to be the Nami anyways, and this is a brick. We like drawing cards. What card would we like to trash? Probably this. It's only burn we've seen so far, though. I'll give him this. There he is. I don't want him to have that. That can go back in your hand. I understand I did not develop a board, but letting him keep a Cavendish is just way too good. You know what? We're just going to put them all on there. Give me a card back. Now, if they have to waste a turn and put the Cavendish back out when they're at 6-dawn, that'd be really good for us. I almost gave him the 2K, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I thought they were going to do. Okay, we need to find a pudding. 11 cards in hand. Please give me a pudding. Nojiko. Nojiko will save. We're only getting 1 card out of their hand no matter what we do this turn. We are on 7. This won't add a card from the top of their life. I'd love to make him take a life. I just can't. Do we bounce one of their characters to hand just to deny them value? Or do we hold it? Bouncing either of those doesn't feel particularly good. Attack 7. Doesn't matter, they'll block, use leader ability. it only ever costs them 1 card no matter what we do. They give me a 2k anyways. That's cool. Ah, there it is. Yeah, Beckman gets Rush. That's pretty good. They're going to do nothing but play their guys now that are going to try and pop everything I play. If they've got another Beckman, this is bad. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Attack 6, it doesn't matter. 6 or 7, it doesn't matter. It's always 1 card with these guys. Probably don't want that. Yep. Yeah, everything's just gonna be a pop. Let's give them... What do we want to play next turn? Probably the Whitebeard. Let's go. Having these pairs really good for later. Yeah. Okay, we got some counter back. Need to burn that last life out of him somehow. That's pretty helpful. I call them 2Ks. Heal isn't bad. I'm just, funnily enough, the Searcher is what I want to give up. Well, I'm not going to block that. I need these to break through this. Kinda gotta deal with them sooner rather than later. I can't take out their board because the moment I try, they just use their leader effect. Blockers are annoying for the same reason. This doesn't do me any good. We gotta go with this. This only protects from KO. I gotta try and kill him next turn, though. Okay, if I can live through this turn, I think I kill him next turn. It's going to be tight, though. Problem is living through this. Gotta get out of a bunch of attacks, though. Well, you can't do that twice. Nice. Okay. Dang it. That sucks. I messed that up. I think they've got way too many cards in hand. Should have kept the Nojiko last turn. Wow, they couldn't get out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gets him to exactly 12. That was a nice evil laugh. Yeah, they were screwed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They had 7K counter exactly. That's rough, guy. You had to get out of... my numbers were just perfect there. Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 7, 12, 12. They have to block one, and then they lose the game on the second swing. Playing against this deck always feels like this. You always feel so behind until right at the very end, and you're just smashing. What a combo. Well played, Law. Thank you very much. If I had just played the... if I'd kept the other Nojiko, played the Flame Spit by leaving a Dawn up last turn prior. Could I've? I couldn't even do that much because I had to do that way. That worked out exactly perfectly. All right, let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? I may have lucked into that one a little bit, but you tell me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deck profile for Nami from OP11. It's a Whitebeard Straw Hat mix. Nami has a 5,000 attack stat line. On your turn, once per turn, you may activate this effect when a life card leaves any life area. Draw one card if you have 7 or less cards in your hand. Dawn ×1 on your opponent's attack. Once per turn, you may trash one card from your hand. This leader gains plus 2,000 power during this turn, turning our bricks or 1Ks into 2Ks. Pretty darn good. Nojiko is a really good card that makes this whole deck kind of tick. Really good for removing all the value cards that people really like to play. It's a 2-cost, 0 attack, 1K counter. On play, if your leader is Nami, return up to one of your opponent's characters with cost 5 or less to their hand. It is so solid. A 2-cost that removes 5s for tempo removal. I cannot tell you how many times this card has come in just the perfect answer to our problem cards. 2-cost, 0+1 in The Young Girl. On play, draw one card, trash one card from your hand, activate main once per turn, give up to one Rested On card to your Nami. Really good. Just a solid card. It's just, you know, a Nami card that gets the bonus of drawing a card and trashing a card out of your hand. Good for filter. It's going to be your first turn play pretty much every time. You want to go second in this deck. Even at 3 Dawn, it's probably going to be your play. And then, of course, Duval, a 2-cost 1,000 counter. Blocker card. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and place them in the top and bottom of your deck in any order. Good chump blocker. Just that's what it's there for. It's just nice chump blocker. 4-cost 4,000 +1 in Pudding. If you don't know what this card does, I don't know if you have been playing at all. Every blue deck. On play, your opponent returns all their cards to their deck and shuffles their deck. Then your opponent drops 5 cards. Putting them into a random 5 cards when they've been curating, even if they're just sitting at 5 cards, is really good. Pudding is just incredible that way. Marco. 4-cost 6,000 brick blocker. On KO, draw 2 cards. Simple ability, but it has a really good stat line. Part of the Waitbeards package we're running here. And then, of course, we've got 6-cost 7,000 attack, 0 counter in Trafficker Law. On play, your opponent has 6 or more cards in their hand. Add 1 card of your opponent's life cards to their hand. It's a really good mid-game body. It's just got a good stat line at 7. And it adds the top card of their hand. And it's not contingent on how many life cards they have, but how big their hand is. So it's really good for late game when people have stacked really heavy to defend that last life. So I found it comes in clutch there, and it's pretty good pressure body as well. And then, of course, Edward Newgate is a 10-cost, 12k attack brick blocker. On play, draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand, then give your leader and one of your characters 2 Rest at Dawn. It's really good. It's good in this deck. It's not just for Ace. Having just a 12k blocker that you can attack with a lot is really good. People always think you're just going to sit there and hide behind this. Attack with it. I plead with you. It's a good stat line. If you can attack their board, it acted as a blocker anyways, because it's removed one of the cards that was going to attack you next turn anyways. And for yellow cards, 2-cost 0 2k counter in Kozuki Hiyori. On play, you may put the top or bottom card of your life pile into your hand. Put 1 card from your hand on the top of your life pile. Good for getting out triggers, but it's mostly just used for Kikanojo, to be honest with you. Capone Beige, 3-cost 3,000 plus 2k counter. Trigger up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters cannot attack during this turn. It's a card you can pair with Hiyori if you're really in danger in the late game, but if you've got both of these in your hand, you got 4k counter in there anyways. I don't know how many spots that's getting you out of, unless they've assembled a really big board of just like 12k attackers, in which case you're in a lot of trouble anyways. 4-cost 6k brick in Kikanojo. On KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life, place this card on your deck to the top of your life. Place the top card of your deck on to the top of your life. Trigger, if your opponent has 3 or less, play this card. Really good, but you got to make sure that you're watching how many life cards your opponent has. You really want to beat them down to 3 as fast as you can, but most of your mid-game is going to burn that life down for you anyways. 4-cost 5,000 2k in Baby 5. Trigger, if your leader is multicolored, draw 2 cards. Pretty good trigger, just generically. But you do have to give up a 2k to get that draw 2, so it comes with that risk. 5-cost 6k plus 1,000 in Nami. It's an EBO3 card that is really good for pretty much every yellow deck. On play, give up to 1 Rested Dawn card to your leader. Then if your opponent has 3 or more life cards, your opponent adds 1 from the top of their life cards to their hand. Sorry. So it's just, it can burn them all the way down to 2. So that's what it's there for. And as a 5/6, just really good. On KO, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up, play up to 1 character card with 6,000 power or less. Ideally, you want to be playing this Marco or a Kikanojo that got stuck in your hand, but you can also play a Duval if you need a little bit of defense, and sometimes that just is good enough. And then we've got Nico Robin, a 7-cost 8,000 brick. On play, you may trash 1 card from the top of your life cards. If your leader has the Straw Hat Crew type, add up to 2 cards from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. So it burns you for 1, so you need to have at least the 1, and then you put 2 back. Opponent's turn, and on KO, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Word of warning, I don't know who hasn't... Every single person I've met has been on this, but you may deal 1 damage to your opponent. That does not remove a life card. That just says damage. It can kill you if you're at 0. If you go down to 0, this card is sticking on board until you find a way to remove it that is not KO. You have to red rock it or some other way of bouncing it, but it cannot be KO'd once you're at 0, or you will just lose the game. 8 cost, 9,000 brick and Captain Kidd. It's a 2-of in the deck because it's only okay. You really, if you need to burn him, it's good, but Edward Newgate is just more value. End of your turn, if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, draw 1 card, discard 1. So just a little bit of filter as well. And then, of course, 2 red rock, because any deck that can run this wants to run it right now because the big guys in the format are so much trouble, like Edward Newgate, the new Egghead Luffy blocker for Jewelry Bonnie is a huge problem as well. So you just want to start removing those big 12k bodies. And if you're going into Vivi, you're going to see Shanks and Roger and all that. So you just need to remove those. And for 6, it's just kind of worth it. Will You Be My Servant? A 1-cost event. If your leader's Nami, look at the top 4, reveal up to 1 card with a cost of 2 to 8, add it to your hand, press go at the bottom of the deck in any order. Just being able to grab anything from 2 to 8 is really good. The only thing you really can't search in the deck is Edward Newgate. And of course, you can't get this event or it's Flame Split. Flame Split is a 1-cost event. Main and counter. Give up to one of your leader or characters plus 1,000 power for the turn. After this, if your opponent has 2 life or less, rest up to one of your opponent's 4-cost or lower characters. It's got an okay trigger. Rest up to one of your opponent's 4-cost or lower characters as well. Good for getting rid of those pesky little blockers, but Vivi's going to be running a lot of 5-cost blockers. There's a lot of Newgates running around. There's a lot of Luffy 12,000 attack, 10-cost blockers. So it's okay. I'm considering we're finding a different event for it, but it does have some utility. So you guys let me know. What do you think? But a 1 Dawn 1,000 for your turn is okay, just because if combined with your leader ability, you can sit at 8 comfortably for the whole turn. So that's what it's there for. All right, there's the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think. Is Nami good enough for the Heroines Cup? I'd love to hear your answer. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can. That'd be cool. It makes me happy. But if you don't want me to be happy, I understand. All right. Catch you guys in the next one.